It says we're live. No, it says we're live. Yeah. It says.
Yeah. We need to upgrade that modem or something.
All right.
What's up, y'all?
Whew. Okay, guys. Look,
We're running on the hotspot.
I don't know what's going on right now, but we are going to draft. I'm actually going to share because we're going to get into it. First thing we're going to talk is there's a whole bunch of news because training camp and games are being played right now. So some stuff going on, but we're going to get into the NFL best ball draft. We're going to do the $20. We're only going to do one tonight. I know Jeremy wants to be a part of that. We're black. Can y'all see us? Oh, you can hear us, I bet. Hold on. I bet this is why. And did I fix the problem? Sorry, Bailey. Look, Bailey. We're doing our best here, okay? Never mind.
No.
Still black.
No, we're good.
What the heck? Okay. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone because that seems to probably be the best option here. But we got some weird Wi-Fi situation going on. We're going to do a $20 to start it off. We're only going to do one today. We had to start 30 minutes later, and then it obviously didn't want to work. So if y'all would like to jump in the $20 with us, we're going to start here in a couple minutes. 7:53 is, I guess, what we're going to pick here for time.
What is your phone say? Because
What's
we have like 3 different times based on
laptops. I've got 7:51 on this laptop, my phone, and that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the one that's 30.
Yeah, that one's off.
So 7:53.
7:53
on the dot.
On the dot. We're gonna do our best.
$20. Somebody's gonna be a millionaire from this chat.
2 millionaire. Two millions.
That's fine.
2 million.
Well, we can tie up top and we can just get some.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. But sorry for being late, like we said. Thank you, Bailey, for reminding us. But we'll get into it. What is going on? Because we just did a video before this, and we talked about some of the running backs that are moving up and down. Of course, we still have the Najee injury. Dylan Sampson. We have no idea what's going to happen with Quinshon Judkins.
He's officially going behind. Quinshon is officially starting to consistently go behind Dylan Sampson at this point, and then Jerome Ford is not far behind because he's right now listed as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
So he's jumping into the top 160. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff. Guys in the middle rounds, especially, are just kind of swapping spots. So it'll be fun to see what we can get into.
Yeah. Probably
there's also
next
some
20 seconds.
I don't know if you mentioned this while we were loading in, but Anthony Richardson went down with a injury. If somebody wanted to give us a detailed update, if they have one, that'd be nice. He basically just got crunched from the blind side, or they said it was blind side. That was
ready. Go. No,
the blind side.
Hit him in the front.
Yeah.
12. I love that. All right, cool.
Yeah. We got 10 spots if anybody wants to join.
Absolutely. Like we said, we're only going to do one tonight because we were a little later than normal, but it's going to be a good one, especially because it looks like we got some people in here. They said it was a finger. That's what Bailey said. That's very interesting. Yeah. Obviously, if you get injured at all,
throwing hand. So
yeah,
we already thought that it was going to be just an interesting, quarterback battle.
That's interesting right there.
Yeah.
What do we see on our screen?
We see us, our beautiful faces.
Huh. So what you're saying is it stopped sharing? All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just share. We'll just reshare. Ain't no thing. Now we're at 6 out of 12. Hopefully we stay connected this whole time because I've had some issues with that. I have to possibly get a new modem, and get it all figured out. I have a Orbi to project extra internet up here, and apparently it's not working as well as I was hoping. So.
I mean, the ping for upload download speed is less than 30 on his modem, where our last ditch effort before we canceled the stream was, hey, let me try my hotspot, and we immediately connected. So I was like, that's bad. Yeah. So all right,
Jeremy's at 11. Let's see who else is in here with us. I don't see Bailey. I know he's in the chat over here, but plenty of time.
Bailey, eventually at some point this summer, we're going to need your strategic self to be in one of these drafts. I don't think you've joined us yet this summer.
No, you've been having too much fun going to all these exotic places all over all over
Mexico, not even inviting me or taking me or feeding me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh well, he's going to feed us tomorrow because
so
he is a part of our big friend draft league, and he got last year. So he is catering for the excursion.
Yes, he is.
It's gonna be a good time.
Very lucky to have Bailey. We could have made it worse. Honestly, we've been pretty nice in the last couple of years. We haven't put a really rough fantasy punishment up yet, but I'm not against changing it to something crazy.
I'm
So
down, but you need 12 to be down.
yeah, I
because
know.
It's just like, hey, I'm last. I don't want to.
I don't
And
even,
then you're out of the league.
for sure.
So
I get it.
it is what it is, but it'll be a whole lot of fun. I know it's starting to be really redraft season. I did my first league draft last week, and then my second one is tomorrow, and then probably we'll get into 3 leagues ish more the rest of the season, but we'll see.
First,
they said let's get crazy. Think of a.
I had a crazy draft earlier.
You did?
Yeah, I had a crazy draft earlier.
Was it body or just like kind of all over the place with strategy?
2 players threw it.
Mm.
And then 3 players had weird strategies. I was 12, of course, so I couldn't really take advantage.
Yeah, when you got people throwing the draft, you kind of want to be.
Got T. Higgins in the 4th round. I didn't take him. He was 4th round. McConkey was 30th.
Okay.
He fell to 30.
I understand. Like, I'm not concerned whatsoever with Keenan joining the Chargers on his current ADP. He's still in the same tier. If that makes you want to draft AJ Brown over him, sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not confident in the situations of a T. Higgins, a Tyreek Hill,
right,
Wilson.
For sure.
I love Marvin Harrison, but I still wouldn't put him above Ladd yet. It's just one of those things where he's just still kind of exactly where we have him.
Yeah.
And if we're going to buy the dip, well, maybe we'll get a little bit more shares of him before the end of the baseball season.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple guys that, like, I'm not drafting any AJ Brown, so that's the same range. I'm getting a lot more Drake London than I am Ladd, so T. Higgins I'm not getting any of. Like, that right behind Ladd is like a really weird spot because I don't want any Bucky. I don't really want Josh Jacobs. I don't want T. I don't want, that range of players, really.
Jeremy says he has 2 redrafts at the weekend of September 1st.
Nice.
That's exciting.
Yeah, baby.
If you have not already explored auction drafts, you should dabble into it because it is purely chaotic.
Yeah,
premise
absolutely.
is you have a $200 budget and you just buy whoever you want. It's not I hope this guy falls to me. It's you go buy that guy if you want him, and then you either save your money or spend it all early. It's a lot more different strategies because some people double up on first rounders. Some people wait and don't take any first rounders.
Right.
There's a whole lot. Basically, different types of strategies have won every single year, and it's been a whole lot of fun. One guy last year missed the draft, and he basically had the highest scoring team for the most part of the year.
Yeah. That's weird. It's so weird.
It's a weird one.
I haven't got Justin Jefferson at all.
Yeah.
But this is so low for him.
I still think it's a CMC.
Sure. Okay, that's fine.
Interesting that Malik Neighbors jumped Puka.
Yeah, it is. Puka, like you've said to me, the Matthew Stafford situation is making Puka go down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love it, but he might fall.
Derrick Henry going all the way to 8 right next to us. That'll be interesting to see if I've seen some people start to do that, but they're not people that throw their drafts. They just really prefer Derrick Henry. So
I get it.
I'm hoping this is a person that wants to throw his draft. That would be very nice.
How about
Amon-Ra going 6?
How about Jeremy gets a really good set of players here, considering Derrick Henry goes above him.
Almost got Justin Jefferson at 11.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, there's a little to no concern injury. I just think purely his is like touchdown upside compared to his the people he's going with.
Sure.
I don't think he's got the 10 touchdown upside like we've seen from others. So
that was the one I was hoping Jeremy would get. Mm-hmm. But Genty is a great
consolation.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna get whatever he wants as a receiver, hopefully. But Puka fell to 12. I actually had a draft today that I got Puka at 15.
Okay.
And it was really fun because I paired him with Nico, and I was like, I don't think I've seen too many of those combinations. I've seen Jeremy click a lot at Brian Thomas. That's a fun name.
I think
1-2 turn.
Both Drake London and Brian Thomas. I've gotten a lot. Mm-hmm. Today who did I get? I think I got Brian Thomas at 13 today. And someone fell to me. I can't remember. Oh, no, I got Nico at 12 today. Okay. And Ashton Genty at 13.
Right.
Because I was saying all those guys did crazy things. Brock Bowers going into the first round and stuff like that. Both of those guys fell to me, which was cool.
Gotcha. Yeah, HN auto drafted, and then Neighbors, who was ranked 9th, fell all the way to 16. So I have seen him fall into the second round, but the fact that he was ranked 9th and still fell was interesting in itself. JT, so double running back is right next to us.
Okay.
And
It's
so
interesting.
it looks like we can start out without a receiver the first 2 rounds and go Brock, or we can go Lad. That's pretty much my only.
Yeah, I think I'd go
thoughts.
Brock. Let's go Brock. I don't have enough. We got CMC in the first, so I feel comfortable at running back, and then we just pound some receivers throughout.
That's fine.
Because I like the receivers in both 31 and 42.
Look how high Chase Brown has jumped up. He's going the top 20 now.
It's crazy.
Very fun. I somehow feel better about that than I do Bucky Irving, even though similar style of players.
Yeah. Well, one of them is going to have a ton of catching.
Maybe it's a little bit of a nostalgic because a couple years ago we were pounding him as a 20th round guy, and we were basically a year early. And then last year we pounded him instead of going with Zach Moss.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of our best ball decisions of the year. So it's just kind of like you're rooting for him a little bit. Plus you were right on him before, whereas Bucky we defaulted into Bucky. It's not like we were in love with the situation. We didn't think that, he's a much better player than Rashad, and he's just going to take over as soon as he gets an opportunity.
Right.
It just happened to happen that way, and he was going among the many Tyrone Tracy range of rookie running backs that, hey, they might get opportunities. So, and now he's a second rounder. So, interesting.
Well, we were pretty right about him though, which was cool. Like we said. Like, we got a bunch of Chase Brown because we didn't think Zach Moss was necessarily, like, the greatest guy ever, which was nice.
I feel so happy with the late-round guys that we've been taking stands on, and the reports coming out. And I know it's not the end-all, be-all, but just the fact that we have taken stands on certain guys, and really there's only a select few that have not, or it doesn't feel like it's panning out so far, but it's purely injury. If that happened, like a Jordan James, he just hurt his finger, but Isaac Grinda went down. So when he stayed healthy, he could have vaulted to be by default consensus RB2 in that offense. Marshawn Lloyd was a guy that we clicked on among many of that range. He hurt his groin again. Now I don't want to touch him anymore because that's another groin injury for him. But we've gotten Keaton Mitchell. He had a shifty touchdown before we started the stream today. Taj Brooks, we've gotten a ton of. Zach Moss is now not there, so he is the consensus RB2 in that offense. Brashard Smith keeps on making highlight plays. DJ Giddens, consensus RB2 for Indy. So a lot of them are just kind of filling their roles. A.D. Mitchell, Troy Franklin having great camps as our 20th round receiver guys that we've been targeting.
Yeah.
So it's like you only need a couple of those to hit, and there's a lot of possibilities, optimistic possibilities about those guys, which is fun to think about.
Let me see.
But nothing too
Amari
crazy
Hampton
other
jumped.
than Amarian is really rising now. Josh Allen, typically you see him on the 27th part of that 2-3 turn, but I guess the third pick really wanted him. But strategy is kind of all over the place right now. But we are kind of right next to one of the they're going 0 receivers through 3 rounds, all uncorrelated. So maybe that's a team that's either just picking guys or maybe throwing the draft. We'll see what happens. But we saw one last week that was really just felt normal, and then it just turned to pure chaos.
Yeah.
At the very end, like there was a team that didn't pick a tight end until the 16th round. There was guys that like took back-to-back quarterbacks and then took 2 more, and it was like, you were doing so good. What happened? But
no, last week we had that one draft, and then there's always one guy that throws the draft completely.
This could be a fun.
This looks like a pretty good draft.
I mean, we have a choice, options here.
We're gonna go receiver.
Yes.
And all the receivers are still on the board.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna more so like hard to decide between them, and all of them are on the board.
All of them.
So let's see what my favorite of the bunch is Marvin.
Yeah, me too.
Can't stop clicking them, but you don't want to be overexposed to a tier that just we like all of them. But I mean, since we don't have any receivers, I feel most comfortable with him being
wide receiver 1. I agree. Let's go. Hopefully we can
Garrett's
get
having a good camp, but
another one.
Just touchdown upside.
It's just in a hard
quarterback
offense.
being 2,500 yard season passing prop, kind of concerning things.
Jeremy's going to get one of them too.
Yeah,
Awesome. Or maybe
might get
two.
two.
Yeah. Or George Kittle.
Yeah,
You might be able to get George on the way
I
around.
kind of have been forcing some George Kittle recently because I wasn't happy with being only at like 13%.
Yeah.
I wanted more because of how high we are. He's our favorite tight end by cost right now.
The draft that I was telling you about that I had was a little crazy.
Carried at 34.
That's nice. Crazy. I got Nico, Ashton, and then 38 was Marv, and then George Kittle. I was like, hey, this is a great start.
Clutch City goes all receivers out the gate, and Jeremy still has a couple to choose from.
Yeah, JSN still being on the board is crazy. Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
But that doesn't mean that Clutch City did something wrong. Like I understand the Devontae Adams Puka stack, Mike Evans, because Chris Godwin just seems like he's gonna start on the pup. Like it just makes you feel even better. He was somebody that we avoided because he was our least favorite of that tier. But now it's like, okay, I can sprinkle some Mike Evans shares recently. We might get another one.
We'll see.
Kind of feels like we have to go that route.
Yeah, there's a guy there.
But there is a guy.
There's actually a couple guys that I'm willing to take.
If this guy doesn't,
okay, one of them is gone.
Because he
needs wide. Oh my God!
Boy.
Got a thrower. Love it.
All right.
Well, so DJ.
Yeah, DJ, and we have the guy that's throwing our draft right in between us and Jeremy, which is fun.
But he took 2 quarterbacks, so we're gonna have to look at doing that here in a second. We're gonna have to do it on this
right
one.
now. I mean, Kyler and Caleb going right around the 9th, 10th round. So affordable.
I don't hate the idea of getting Pearsall and then trying to go for Purdy.
Okay.
I don't really want Geno unless we get Jacoby, I guess. And so.
Or I mean, it's on the board of like Patrick Mahomes has fallen to the 7th round. Could do that in a bunch of late round Kansas City guys.
Double with Rome.
I've been doing that a lot.
Double with Rome. So yeah, there's a lot of options. I actually like how this team is kind of setting up for quarterback wise because that's always a question. 14 in here. Happy to see y'all. Fix your Mike. Who's Mike? Mine or his? And then Dustin's doing great. He had to go work out by himself today though.
Bailey asked thoughts about Tyler Warren as a sleeper breakout tight end.
What's wrong with him?
Back-to-back years, a rookie tight end was tight end 1, and he's just as much available of being that. It makes you feel better if Anthony Richardson isn't there so that he has more of a pass-catching role possibility plus a rushing role as well. He's been lining up in the backfield. He had 1,000 yards, first tight end in NFL history to be picked in the first round after a 1,000-yard season. And we hammered his prop with our first 6th pick that we put in, and it's already gone up 50 yards. So I feel pretty good about the value we got there. I don't know if I love him as a tight end 1 and just having one random guy, but tight end 1 by committee or him as your tight end 2, I think is the exact tight end
right
that I've
for
been
sure.
Playing. And right now, based on the amount of money we've invested so far, he's our number 1 most owned tight end.
So Taylor
a lot of different strategy how we utilize him.
Taylor said our mics are crackling. I don't exactly know what that means or how to fix that. Io Maynor is Ellick is good, and also there's just a lot of open room in Tennessee's offense, so you can kind of get behind him as a late flyer. Calvin Ridley, of course, is going to be the number 1 in the offense, so like it's not really a question. I saw him make a couple good catches in camp also.
Right. I mean that's a fun offense that I think there will be a lot of puke stacking depending on how soon Cam Ward just kind of jumps out the gate as a fantasy relevant quarterback.
Right.
Because like it's not like Tony Pollard or Spears or Ridley or any of these guys are just going to be extremely high cost in week to week lineup building that we do. So, but a lot of opportunity, like you said, and there's just plenty of guys. Even Xavier Restrepo wouldn't be shocked if he was a 20th round relevant fantasy player for deep leagues.
Testing. Hold on. I want to try something.
Yeah.
It is crackling. You're the one crackling right now, but sorry. I haven't heard myself yet, so that's why.
Going through puberty.
No, yeah. Hold on. I will fix it, or I'll try at least.
Let's see.
That's probably just something's unplugged. I hope that wasn't the case in our other video.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
My dog, of course, I'm gonna kill him if it's messed up. Yes, Reed, I know you hear me. You're listening with mom. But he laid under here, and then when I got up, he walked through all the cords and like pulled them. So if they're all messed up, I'm gonna be pretty mad at him, and he will not be coming in my room anymore.
Put that foot down, Dad.
I swear to God. But let's go look. Chuba Hubbard being on the board, both 14.
I'm starting to get more Ridley.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter is apparently going to play 80% of the snaps, which is going to be giving you more confidence as a flex play.
Sure.
Devontae Smith just kind of falls here, but I think I've kind of wanted to prioritize getting more Ridley, so I think that's my pick here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Is Tennessee, that's their guy. All right. I'm going to go try to fix it.
Okay. And I'll be the testing.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to you.
The thing that's weird though is that we're not hearing it through our headphones.
No,
so something must be kind of unplugged or something.
Yeah. Check it out, everybody.
All right. Oh shit.
I know which chord it is.
Okay. All right. So big run of receivers in this round. Also, let us know the feedback if you do hear a difference and stuff, because I did hear my thing chain.
Yeah.
But and then that's a great value pick by Jeremy. And like I said, let us know if our audio sounds a little better now. Let us know if our audio sounds a little better. That's way better.
Yeah.
It's Reed's fault.
It's
all right.
It is Reed's fault.
Look at Jeremy's start though. If you wanted to, you kind of left it a little high. So, but Jeremy going back to back with Chuba and Rome, fantastic picks. Don't really see Chuba falling that late, and that's a great RB2 to have. One of the safest in the tier of RBs, which we did just shoot our 2.0 rankings today for the quarterbacks and running backs, and a guy that we like a lot.
Where's the running back?
But yeah, so
there's a receiver.
Because of the lack of receiver we started with, I'm fine going one more and then seeing what falls to us as a running back.
Well, DeAndre Swift did fall to us.
We've gotten a lot of him though. But
which receiver?
I like Diggs here.
Well,
Pearsall,
if we want to go the San Francisco stack, I would go here.
Okay.
And if we want to go with Diggs, I wouldn't be mad about it. I prioritize Diggs over Ibuka, I think, right now.
I mean, he's ranked much higher, so I understand.
I am on the clock. Don't yell at me.
That's why you queue.
Still a little cranky, but better. What? I don't think you meant to say cranky. I think he meant to say cracking. I'll fix it fully, but hopefully it's good enough to get us through the video.
So yeah, that's starting the draft actually kind of went normal there, but those are his receivers 1 and 2, so that's what makes
and quarterbacks 1 and 2.
Well,
double stacking them.
I guess he's throwing it with correlation.
Fair. Nobody go with Philly or Washington basically for the rest of the draft. Only 2 of 32 teams. This team, let's see, what's Jeremy going?
Jeremy's going to the Millionaire Maker. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I actually really like his team. All right, cool. Well, that's good. Crackly in the car. Oh, I see.
I don't know exactly what quarterback he'll be targeting. I guess at this point it would be Caleb first, unless he's also going to go Purdy, which would make us sad because we're not going Purdy 79.
No, I'd probably wait till whatever's at 91.
I have a fun idea for our RB2.
90. Oh, even
but
after
we'll
that.
see. We'll see how this board happens. Look at the run on receivers.
Well, glad we got ours.
Yeah, it was a good call on going that route. Buka cracking the top 70 now. Golden getting in that range too. Diggs, we were early on. Now he's kind of going right where we have him.
Jeremy, have you ever watched our other videos with Dustin and me for college? Considering you've talked to Dustin and y'all have a great time in the chat together.
Yeah. We're kind of jealous over here.
Caleb Johnson and David Montgomery going. Okay.
I think the Caleb question that is really interesting because he is having a really good camp is he's in the same offense as the guy who drafted Bijan 8th overall and
Didn't use
utilized
him.
him so little that he finishes an RB17. So the guy that's going RB19, do you expect a much less talent in a
Right.
more, I guess Jalen Warren, I think, is a bigger threat to actually take important touches away to warrant being a top 20 running back? That's kind of the question I've been pondering with him.
This is such a big pick. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. There'll probably be a 50-50 split, and we'll be mad that Caleb Johnson didn't touch the ball enough on the goal line.
Right. And on top of that, Pittsburgh's offense apparently is there's nothing working. So it's just like, okay, I guess I know what I'm doing.
Well, I appreciate that, Bailey. We had a good time shooting that video. Actually, all of those videos have been a lot of fun to shoot, especially. And then we're actually finally getting some real love. Let's pick real quick before I talk.
Okay. So we could go RB2 with Brian, or we can hold out one more round and we can go with a 5th receiver and be straight for a while.
That guy or this guy?
So
which one would you like to take if you were going to take a
we've
receiver?
taken the least amount of Reed, and I'm fine going Reed.
Okay, let's go Reed because I'm out of time.
Okay. Shakir, apparently he is going to miss a month, but it sounds like it's optimistic he'll be ready week 1. So he's dropped a full round and a half. So buy the dip if
right.
Because even if he does miss a game or two, so that's pretty solid value. Unless you don't like him, and then go ahead and go with Keon Coleman, who's a thing. David Njoku going. Oh, that's the throwaway team.
Yeah. Which is fine. You like that?
Well, you would have thought if he's going to reach on the tight end, it would be Zach Ertz or Dallas Goedert.
Not those guys.
Yeah, like Jaden Reed is an interesting one just because we haven't really taken any Green Bay receivers, but now it's kind of like it's like in opposite directions. So ADPs for DK kind of started going down, whereas Underdog was going up, and so now he's in the wide receiver 5 range, which is what we did on this team, and I mean I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
A lot of his bad production last year was more so because of the play/injury of Jordan Love than it was him playing bad.
Also,
they also don't utilize him.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And I don't know if you saw this, but he is not playing on 2 receiver sets at all. He's only in 3 receiver sets, which they're going to run about 80% of. But at the same time, it's a little annoying when you're like, hey, like get this guy out there. He's good at football, and then they're like, no, we're just gonna.
He's just like he has to be efficient with his 7 targets, but he's a pure best ball kind of play because he will go 0 for 0 for 0, but he'll also go 5 for 100 and 2 touchdowns like he in week 1 last year. So
yeah, Jeremy goes with the stack on that round right there. Bo Nix and Evan Ingram. I don't think we need to go quarterback here. I'll be honest.
Can make it?
I think I'll make it.
Okay.
We can. Oh my god.
So this was going to be my idea. My idea was going to be going with Jordan Mason or Joe Mixon as RB2, and I know we'll have to build up our room.
Probably Joe Mixon.
But I just think it's we brought up about Joe Mixon because his ADP's plummeted, but Nick Chubb apparently is not having a good camp. It's Jahar Jordan, the old ass
27,
like second-year running back. Yeah. That's doing better than him and Woody Marks. So it's Joe Mixon's job if he's playing. And I know Joe Mixon is hurt. We didn't get any of him when he was a tier 2 RB2, but just have a strong running back room. And it's not going to be much of a risk, especially if he's your RB3. This time we got to build up the room a little bit since he's your RB2.
We're going to have to reach on a couple
I'm fine
guys.
with the ADP for this one.
You didn't miss it yet, Jeremy. It's on the page. I actually don't know who your team is in college. I know that you're a Jaguars fan in the NFL, but
do you know I'm with being Florida State fans?
Oh, please be a Florida State fan. Let us hate Norvell together, please. But we did the ACC, SEC, Big 10, and Big 12 videos. We're going to do the power, non-power 5 teams next, and then we'll do our top 25 video, and then week 0 happens because college is way before NFL is.
Yeah.
So we'll see that
16 days away from kickoff of week 0.
Yeah.
And
Kansas State,
and then
Iowa
it's the
State,
big week 1 for
Texas.
a lot of fun matchups.
Yeah, Texas, Ohio State's the one that's gonna like really catapult it because they did it on purpose. The coaches poll put them 1-2 on purpose.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
and
it's always like
I
that.
told you that months ago, though.
Oh yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, there's no point in not putting them 1-2 because you know that whoever wins is going to be 1. So it's like, don't just put somebody at 2 when you know that they're going to be leapfrogged if the 3 beat the 1.
Jeremy, that is the most like ridiculous comment ever. Ever. Like, oh, all the good and the bad. Like Nick Saban, like Nick Saban wasn't there for 10 years or 20 years and didn't freaking kill it. Oh, this guy. Oh. Well, Dustin's a Texas A&M fan. Put some on. Oh, okay. And then
we just celebrated the A&M's Texas holiday.
Yeah. We did, and they're gonna go better than that. If you watch our video, we do not have them at 8-4. Neither of us. Of course, Dustin's a little biased because he isn't graduated from A&M and all that stuff.
It's still on the board though.
Sure. Don't forget, Texas State's gonna do better than 8-4. Also, we graduate. Both of us graduated from there.
That's fun. I know they had some of the biggest overturn of all D1, right? So
they did lose. It
was
some players.
Just kind of a ton of unknown because they just went way in the transfer portal the year before. I think they had the most transfers in 2024, and then obviously by default had to be up there in 2025.
Yeah, we've won. It's our first time winning Our first time winning a bowl was 2 years ago. You know, and then this year we won, so that was pretty cool. But before that, we had some bad years. I don't want to hear it. How old are you? Are you like 40, 50? Are you 50 years old? Because then okay, fine. If you're 50, sure, whatever. But I mean,
all right. So
I was born in 96. So I mean, we got him.
Well, don't say that out loud. They're gonna hear you.
Don't do it, laughing madman.
I know.
Shit. Oh, Jeremy's 43.
Dalton Kincaid. He wanted to play with violence there.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Brock is my preference.
That's it. Oh well, we're 7.
He's the only option.
You know, we've been back to back so often that I'm like, who are we doing next? It's like, oh wait, we have like 12 picks before we get to go again this time around.
Yeah.
He's 43. Jeremy's 43.
All right.
Very cool. So yeah, maybe you had seen some of the bad. It's just been a long
your college days. They were 9-3.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I could only imagine what that's like.
Yeah, Texas even was worse than that at one point. Florida State won 2 games last, or 1 game. You know, like 2 games.
Yeah, Texas State was. They've never been a football school. We're good at Quidditch, and
are we?
Yeah, we won the national championship when we were at Texas State.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we did. Will went to that. He actually went to the national championship for that.
He should have taken us.
It was pretty cool. And then we're good at basketball like once every 5 years.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
We're poorly marketed. We actually found out the world was ending with COVID together at the SEC or the Sun Belt tournament.
Yes.
We weren't the favorites to go all the way, but we had our all-time leading scorer in his last year.
Yeah.
And it was going to be the possible first time that they ever made the tournament, which they did, I think, 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was very cool. It was a very cool moment. Shoot, we had coaches that got fired before they ever got the job. The strip club incident, LOL. Oh, I mean, okay, Jeremy, I have a story for you then. So at TLU, when I was at TLU playing, our defensive line coach, and I'm not going to tell you his name because you will look him up, and you can look him up without his name. He's so old, he was like senile, that he went out to get his mail butt ass naked, like no clothes. And so they took pictures of him and they were like, look at this, like the community. And he got in trouble. And then, you know, he was like, hey, you're too old. You can't coach anymore. Well, then we got a new coach in, right? And this guy, hold on 1 second. We need a running back. Can we go Cam Scatterby? Is that okay?
We can have to.
Okay.
Unless you're,
That's who I like. I'm not going Zach Charbonnet.
No. Okay. Well, I was thinking double quarterback or that's fine. It's fine. Continue.
As I was saying though.
Yeah.
So we got a new one, a new defensive line coach. And that defensive line, he was there for like 3 weeks before he got fired. And actually, he didn't just get fired. He got taken to jail because he was He had child pornography on his phone. He was a pedophile. Truly, my junior year, we went through 2 coaches because of really disgusting things that were happening at the school. So I was playing in that. Like it's one thing to my team, this and that. No, I was part of that. It was awful. So we actually played pretty good that year. Crazy enough, after all that.
Overcoming adversity.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So but Bama's exact school that you would expect something bad to happen at. Like it's in the middle of or Georgia, sure. Yeah. But they're only speeding.
Yeah, that's what they've gotten caught with.
Yeah, no, Dustin. Actually, I love Bama this year. Funny enough, like I had them. You'll go check it out because I don't want to get everything away. I want you to watch. I want to give the full, first time thing. But Bama has the best secondary in football. They do. They have the best secondary in football, and then they have some offensive prowess. We'll see what Ty Simpson is. He's never played before, or he's never started before. But I think he's good. I think they have some really good receivers. Obviously, Ryan Williams. Like they're better. They're really good. They're challenging for the SEC this year, in my personal opinion.
Fun stuff.
11 in here. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know we had some issues to start out. We might still be having issues. Tell me about my mic.
Yeah,
but
hotspot.
Happy that y'all are here to be with us, and we can hopefully, win $2 million.
So tight ends are flying, but at the same time, since we got Georgie, we can still wait till
the next year. Have Brock.
Oh, Brock, yeah.
Even better.
Even better. Actually, no, we're going all the way down.
Yeah, Mason Taylor sounds great.
Well, no, he's out for a month.
Is he?
Yeah. That's why I mentioned in our.
That's right. He just
video.
Yeah.
He had a high ankle sprain, and so he's going to be missing 4 to 6 weeks. We really liked him. He was actually in our top 20 because he was to possibly inherit the second most targets on the team. But now we have to move him down. But there's a lot of tight ends in that range that I'd like. So Drake May shouldn't be here.
Sure. We didn't go Stephon though, unfortunately.
Well, we didn't, but there's other options later.
I'm down to go with Drake May.
I'd say let's go Drake May. There's possibilities of Pop Douglas, Kyle Williams, Hunter Henry later, and if he's unstacked,
worst thing, right?
Now the question is Brock Purdy and Drake May. Is that enough?
Yes.
Or do we need another?
I think it's enough.
Okay.
Funny enough, I think that's fine.
That's fine. So now over the next couple, since we have 5 receivers already, we can just probably go running back 2 or 3 times in a row and call it a day, or not call it a day, but just make you feel better about the room.
Yeah, we definitely need a running back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a couple that I can think of that I'm okay with getting if they get to us.
The thing is, even if Nick Chubb was 3 rounds later, which that's hilarious that he went that early, I would not even be interested in stacking him because of how not great he's doing in camp. And
I love Nick Chubb. It's really sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. I wish he was, the Nick Chubb of old, unfortunately. Double stack right there for Jeremy.
I know.
Very nice. See who he gets on the Browns.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot. It'll be interesting to see if he does the stack with either Bayshall or Tank, who Tank is getting the first carries in the offense.
Well, he is Travis Etienne, and that's the receiving back. I don't know that you have to go another one because he's BTJ.
Well, the problem is we've said that time and time again with weird backfields. And
did he hit the wrong Brown?
No, he's going with Quinchon. I am officially off Quinchon this year. Not even if he falls into the 19th round. I don't even know if I would pick him because he's unsigned. His request to have an expedited review of his case got denied.
Sure.
So it's going into 2026. He's not only practicing, he's not even signed to a contract. So Cleveland could very well just not even play him this year. And that doesn't even count suspensions or possible discipline. So I'm just not interested anymore.
We'll take his teammate. Don't you worry.
But let's see.
His teammate is the guy I think we should go with.
Yeah, I at this point I think so. Most drafts I've actually recently been doing, I've been seeing Samson go over Judkins. They're basically within a round of each other in terms of rank, but it's trending in that direction. And all it takes is one preseason game of either Samson or Ford having a good game to vault it to be where they're both ahead of him. Which Ford right now is by default the starter on not only the depth chart, but sounds like he's getting more run with the ones.
Yeah.
But Samson is a slow burn. We didn't expect him to just immediately inherit 20 touches. So it's unfortunate because we did have a good share of Quinshon Judkins as an RB3 early on. And so now we're just kind of trying to dilute that ownership.
So Cam asked earlier, is Keenan Allen a top 60 wide receiver now that he's reunited in LAC? And 71% said yes. So I agree. I guess then my next question would be, what does that mean? Are the other guys also top 60 receivers? How many top 60 receivers can you have in a low passing offense? Because I think Quentin Johnston obviously falls out. He goes 143 though.
Hey,
Trey Harris
going 141.
That's
fun. I don't think that Quentin Johnston is draftable anymore based on his ADP. He needs to fall into like the 190s, like past the Wan'Dale Robinson range of receivers for me to even click on him. Sure. Even if I'm trying to stack, I'd rather go with Trey. Keenan Allen has started. I saw a couple in the 140s today. We'll see how quickly he rises. We already have a decent share of him. Probably could have gotten a little bit more to feel even better. But I'm still not convinced he's going to be a top 100 player this year. I just think he's safe as a wide receiver 7, which is basically all of our shares of him.
Yeah, he's a very polarizing player.
But when he gets to wide receiver 5 range, which he probably will, I don't know. I think at that point I would rather stack him with a Trey Harris or a Quentin for safety reasons. But yeah.
Let's see. And we've been talking about the Carolina situation a lot.
I have no idea
all of our videos.
I just don't have confidence because they're all reportedly having good camps, but that's 5 of them, and that doesn't include Jatavion Sanders.
Not enough mouths. I mean, the ball can't go to everybody.
Yeah.
It's just not how it works.
And Bryce Young, I am more optimistic about him this year. I don't expect him to vault into being a top 10 quarterback, and that's what needs to happen for all of them to pan out. Can this guy make it 4 quarterbacks in a row? No, he doesn't. He takes the other rated receiver.
Not the one that we're seeing good reports on.
No.
Cedric Tillman.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer because Dante Foreman.
There's Bryce.
Yeah. Trey Benson.
That's what I was going to pick.
Yeah. The next 3 running backs are just like, don't want Bashal. Isaac Grindo's hurt.
Yeah.
Meh.
I think Pop Douglas.
I like, at this point, I'm fine with Najee. And
could have gone Kyle Williams, I guess. Maybe. I just don't know what the role. He's just so early.
So my idea was to, if he's available, go with Pop in the next round.
Yeah, I agree. I was saying because had him on the board right there, but I think he's around early. I just think Kyle Williams is around early.
Yeah,
maybe 2.
I said early on because he started out in like the 120s.
Yeah, he was really high.
And I just had no interest, and I was like, if he falls 30, and I'm stacking Drake May, which I want to,
right?
If he's my second option on my best ball team, I'm fine with it. But apparently, he's just not getting any significant run, and Douglas is the guy that is standing out as a pass catcher, and Hunter Henry, has been getting a lot of middle of the ground targets. So,
which Hunter Henry is our tight end 2, wouldn't be too bad.
So my 2 thoughts on tight end were, or there's actually 3 names, all kind of similar or different rounds, but Hunter Henry. You got Zach Ertz, which we would probably need to take here.
He's gone.
Oh, is he gone? All right. Where'd he
go? One before us. In that team that's like right next to us on the right.
Oh, 137. Okay, yeah, that was a reach then because he uses going to 160s. That's why I thought of his name. And then Jatavion Sanders, who another guy of our that I didn't even mention about our late round targets that is apparently lighting it up. He's been the biggest star of Panthers camp from a couple of people that I've seen.
I'm blanking. Elijah from
Arroyo.
Yeah, Arroyo. He was another one that I was thinking because he is going to be 50% slot receiver when he's on the field. AJ Barner, I saw AJ Barner go, and I'm like, guys, do y'all not know how this works? Common football works right now? You have a blocking tight end and you have a receiving tight end, and AJ Barner is a blocking tight end. He's a good one. He's a really good one. He'll be on a team for a long time, but all he does is block.
Pop Douglas.
Damn.
Sniped.
All he does is block.
Mm-hmm. I think a fun one, I don't know how fantasy relevant this will be, but just rooting for good takes by us, especially with our draft rankings. Torrey Horton is apparently having a good camp, and he went to a situation where there was a clear path to be a top 3 receiver, but it's also
Bryce is still there. Quarterbacks are falling in that grouping. Braylon?
Yeah, Braylon, I'm fine with.
We need probably a receiver.
I'd say, yeah, let's go Braylon.
Okay. Yeah,
I know we can start hammering receivers later.
Keenan's there.
Hunter
Henry's there.
I'd be shocked if he was
there.
Yeah,
I don't think he'll get to us.
We'll take him if he's there.
Sure.
But then Hunter Henry would be probably my next choice, so we can get a Patriot.
Cam Ward goes before
That's crazy.
Bryce.
Is it crazy?
I think so.
Is that crazy?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Like some things, it doesn't have to equal my opinion for it to be crazy.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot.
It's just like, hey, if it's in a range, you got a guy, I got a guy. But usually we've been seeing Bryce Young go around 150 and he's still on the board. So
yeah, this is pretty late. I don't want him at all, but like now I'm just like, hey, like someone's gonna steal.
There was a room.
It's gonna be Adam Thielen.
I had on Underdog. I ended up going with 3 quarterbacks that I didn't expect to because I usually get good value, or I feel fine with the 2 quarterbacks that I get. But I think I went Brock Purdy with 1. I was just gonna get 1 more, and then I ended up stacking Justin Herbert because I was doing a Chargers build, and then Caleb fell to me at like 138.
He just said
I was like, because I had like already had my 5 receivers that were a pretty dominant group. I went like 3 straight running backs. So, and then my tight end was high. I think it was Kittle. So I just needed 1 more and it didn't matter where it was. So I was just like, okay, fine. And so that team ended up just like, I correlated it too. Cause I did have I think I had Rome as my bear receiver. So it correlated and he just fell into my lap. And so I was like,
that's fair.
Sure.
Yeah. Why not? Take him.
When I'm happy with how a draft is going, I'm kind of more flexible with taking 3 quarterbacks.
Keenan went. And then Bryce Young went with the Thielen team that I was thinking they would go with him there. I'm surprised on a couple of guys not being off the board yet, though, that are kind of rising. Dante Thornton being one of them.
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to wish that we had more shares of him because we didn't really – we thought it'd be a fun story, but it's like how Trey Tucker had 100% snap share at games and had 1 target. So we weren't really excited about any of them.
Yeah.
But
we might get him here, unfortunately.
So Hunter's off the board?
He did. He's gone. And I don't know what you want to do otherwise.
Keenan's
pretty ugly.
Yeah, this is a pretty bad range. So we're going to have to reach on somebody. So we haven't gone receiver in a while. Filter to the receiver position. So I don't know what that Q tag is on Calvin Austin, but we've gotten some shares of him. Don't want any DeAndre. Don't want any Pat Bryant. So yeah, let's get a Raider in our line.
Yeah,
why not?
There we go. Undisclosed. Okay, well, that's not okay.
Okay,
that's not helpful at all.
Well, that's fine. Sure.
I haven't gotten any. I hope he's good. If I'm wrong on a guy that goes to the Raiders, thinking he was worse than he is. I mean, better than he is. I'm perfectly
cool. I didn't realize he was that tall. Yeah,
he's huge.
I didn't realize he was 6'5".
Well, he's a freak athlete. That was like what you drafted him on was his athleticism and hoping he could turn into a good receiver. I didn't expect it to be this early, even if he was going to be good.
I just didn't think it would be Jack Besh immediately to be a top.
No, Jack Besh isn't.
50 receiver.
Yeah, that was crazy thoughts for
anybody.
Yeah, Jack Besh wasn't. No, he wasn't top 12 in our. I think he was like 13th on our board for receivers.
Yeah, and he got drafted like 7th, right?
Way too early. Yeah, by us, of course.
Got some Geno love.
There were some other receivers that I liked a lot more that did not get picked by us.
But even with that, like we like the Raiders' offense, but we just think it's just all Brock, it's all GT, it's all Jacoby, and then just hey, $3,000 touchdown score by Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton.
Right.
That's kind of how I view it.
I think a fun one that I wish would have been a Raider was Trey Harris.
That would have been cool.
Because like he is the exact build and fit to a receiver that we needed. Because right now we have like speedy little outside receivers. We have Jacoby Myers who's like just going to kill you in the intermediates. But we don't have like that deep threat that's going to like take the top off, but also have contested catchability. You know what I mean? And that would have been perfect. And so Dante Thornton is that mold. That's why we think maybe he could be good, but I'm not that optimistic.
We haven't gotten a ton of Austin or actually none of Austin Eckler,
Zero,
but
yeah.
it is surprising to see him that low, 182.
Yeah.
Jalen Naylor going 183 today. Jordan Addison officially has been suspended for 3 games. We expected that.
Jeremy,
but go ahead.
I was gonna say, Jeremy, I would stack Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt if you can, because I think JCM is going to take over the Eckler position. I don't know that I think Eckler will be the guy. And if you get both of them, you're probably pretty happy.
But he's also been a fast riser as well. So
yeah.
So this is either one of the running backs that we love clicking on or a tight end. I prefer Jatavion, even though he's lower in ADP. Well, then, but if you want some Arroyo, that's fine too.
I think going running back here makes more sense. I was just clicking on somebody to have a queued.
Okay, so let's go Taj.
Yeah,
because as much as we love Brashard, we have an exuberant
amount. Hopefully get both of them.
Well, I don't think we will. Because we have to go tight end on this next one.
Yeah,
but
exuberant.
To each of their own.
Exuberant amount.
Mm-hmm. Yes, crackhead energy amount.
Like 80% amount.
I know.
It's freaking ridiculous. In both, not even just like Cam's like individual account, but like also the GTD account. Like we probably have 100 plus shares of him.
It's hard when he's in the 19th round every time, but now he's in the 18th and 17th round.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit more difficult, but we have so much of him, it might be okay.
Brando fell all the way to 187 here.
Good. He's injured.
That's fine.
And
I'll start clicking on his name again.
Know if he's.
I didn't think he ever really deserved to be in the top
40. Well, I was gonna say that's our backup, but he's not even playing. So how can he be a backup? Oh, there goes Jason.
I mean, at the end of the day, if we want to go 20th round Jordan James, I know he got hurt. That's fine.
Sure.
But it's okay. Yeah, JCM has been going in the top 190.
Damn, I didn't even realize that was how
and
high
Tosh Brooks,
going, man.
I know his ADP said like 199, but he's been similar boat because everybody knows that he is the
backup.
Yeah.
And he's more of a. So if you haven't, and I know most of y'all probably haven't watched this, but our draft videos, how I describe Taj Brooks is he reminds me so much of Le'Veon Bell. Less athletic, but he reminds me so much of how Le'Veon Bell ran. And everybody knows the Le'Veon Bell style. It's that patience, wait, and then all of a sudden just take off through the hole, explode through the hole. Like that's what I think of Taj Brooks. He's impossible to bring down. He's got great balance. He's a smaller guy, and he's from down the street. That's always cool when he's from Maine or down the street from us. So he's a really good football player.
I wish it was possible to have negative ownership of Will Shipley. Like that's how
he got picked at 193 right there.
I mean, we've seen him like basically off the board every time, and I just don't see if Saquon.
There's no role.
I think I said this last week. If Saquon goes down, that doesn't mean somebody else is getting 20 touches, which it very well could be AJ Dillon, by the way. But I just think it's AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert just exponentially higher upside without Saquon. They just completely changed philosophy, not just next man up, you get 20 touches. So we still need tight end 2, and I'd prefer to go the tight end route, whether it's Arroyo or Jatavion.
I'd probably say Arroyo.
Okay.
Personally.
Oh,
just do it.
That's a fun discussion, but we also have less Arroyo than we did Sanders because we didn't buy a dip of him when Noah Fant was there.
So now Jeremy's going to get Brashard Smith.
I hope he does. I'm rooting for him too. And again, Anthony Richardson went down with an injury. They said, according to our source,
Bailey Dean,
it was a finger, but it is on his throwing hand. So it'll be interesting to see if it is like a significant one or just he jammed it because he basically just didn't see a guy coming, even though he was, there for the taking. Dislocated pinky.
That's awesome.
That's,
And it's a very important. Actually, funny enough, that's one of the most important fingers when you're throwing because that's what the last contact on the ball is. I hate that that's like, look at my pinky first off. So, well, I'm actually very little, so they might not be able to see it, but it's really screwed up. It's really bad.
It's really bad. It's Nell.
Oh, he took Jatavion.
Yeah.
And, I thought this was Brashard. I was like, oh, look, it's Jalen Rose.
I love Jalen Rose so much, but I just don't know how fancy relevant he'll be this year.
I agree. And
but I love him.
I mean, he was top 6 on our wide receiver board. I had liked him more than Jack Besh. I wish we would have got him over Jack Besh.
It's on the board.
We're taking Brashard Smith, Cameron.
Are we?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. You say so.
and then we'll go 2 wide receivers.
Okay. Well, I have plenty in mind
Yeah,
that
exactly.
keep on getting positive reports.
But yeah, no, I really like Jalen Royals. I loved his like film. He played on Utah State, who was like 1-11 though, not good. But a lot of fun. I'm not taking Dortch.
I also want to point out, since you picked Arroyo, you picked the same bye week as our tight end one.
Oh, shut up.
Yep. So
That
just
was
wanna point
so
that out.
far
I
away.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
But basically,
It's
week
okay.
8, we're getting a 0 there, which is better than a negative.
Honestly, we could go another one. We have the wide receivers.
No.
We got 5 wide receivers in the first 6 rounds.
What's more
7 rounds.
likely, a tight end 30 being fantasy relevant, or somebody catching a deep ball?
No, I
Like
get
AD
it. I get it.
Mitchell, who is going to be her next pick, probably.
I wish we would have just said screw it. AD Mitchell's good at football, and we should have just started taking
Like
him.
all of these tight ends are backups,
Cole
or you
Kmet.
hope that they get traded, like Cole Kmet or Pat Fryermuth.
Terrence Ferguson was getting drafted.
He
not
was.
anymore.
Now he's questionable, and he didn't overtake Tyler Higbee.
Yeah.
So
but I also know the Rams are really hard headed when it comes to their starters.
yeah, exactly.
They're just so hard headed.
So it's like all these guys, we're just trying to dart throw a tight end. Like Juwan Johnson, I think, is the only starting tight end left that I am willing to let you click the button on, because it's not Darren Waller.
Well, if he's there at 234, then maybe.
Okay.
I don't want to have to take
I
him
still,
here.
regardless, I think we should just take.
Who's
your favorite of the deep receivers that we've been taking as of this moment?
My favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Give me a second.
I mean, the nominees being Troy Franklin, AD Mitchell, Roman Wilson.
Well, I mean, talent-wise, it's AD. Troy Franklin and AD was higher 2 years ago when we did that.
AD was tearing Baltimore's
defensive
secondary apart, and he was going against their ones with Jair Alexander and
Nate Wiggins and Kalal Cone was in when the safety was late on that throw that was terrible by Anthony Richardson. I don't know if y'all saw that. That ball was awful. AD it was not a back shoulder throw, first off. But he caught it anyways, and the safety didn't get there. AD's good, guys, and he's just not getting opportunities. And
I mean, he got drafted to the worst situation for him in a basically just crowded receiver room. But to me, there's no reason, at the very minimum, if he plays well, that he shouldn't be the wide receiver 3, because he's better than Alec Pierce.
AD Mitchell is better than Ladd McConkey.
Mm-hmm.
But people just don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
And we don't know if we'll ever know.
Well, yeah, because Ladd goes to an offense that has no receivers. AD goes to an offense with 4 receivers.
Right.
It's like, and now Tyler Warren. Don't forget about him.
Right.
So
it's kind of like if either Pittman or Downs went down, like that's I consider him for a flex on a weekly basis in redraft leagues.
Well, and
that's how highly we view him.
AD also plays the slot and out wide. Like, he can do it all. He did it at Texas. Shoot.
Mm-hmm. He actually played tonight, and I don't know all of his final stats, but he did catch a pass on the first drive for 15. And like I said, he's been tearing up the ones against Baltimore secondary. I
just wish we would have taken a stand looking back, because we said AD should be playing. We probably said this 5 times on this freaking podcast in the last month, and we didn't take our stand. So now I'm a little just annoyed with myself.
For most people that just draft 1,000 drafts and then just everybody's 10% owned, or something, we take large stands. So 24% ish, whatever we have of him, is a huge stand compared to everybody else.
That's true.
But it's not the Roman Wilson or Troy Franklin stand, which are both on the board of still panning out. Because both of them, like Roman Wilson, it's not like he's had a ton of positive reports, but they're at least speaking highly of him in interviews. And then Troy Franklin just keeps making plays. Like a lot of people.
Well, both of them top 10 receivers in that draft class. Mm-hmm. And that is one of the best receiver draft classes we've seen in the last, few years. So yeah, hopefully they do that. That's what I mean. Like, you look at AD, you look at Troy Franklin, Xavier Legette, guys like that haven't really shined or gotten their full chance. Xavier Legette is actually one that has. He was a little lower in the rankings, but those guys are gonna get better. And sophomore year wide receivers is what you want to target. Juwan Johnson went. So tell me what you want to do at receiver. I'm fine with Troy Franklin.
Yeah, I can't stop including his name if he's going to be the 20th round because he won't be there much longer.
Do you even know what rank he is?
He's like 330 for no reason.
I'm looking.
Roman Wilson's like 260 now.
Tell me if you see him.
You're going to have to keep going.
Because
Because he's like the 330s.
There's 316.
Oh, he's rising.
He's
No,
next
but
to Ted. He's behind Nick Nash. Like, why?
I mean, you look at all these, like
Triple
he's behind Tank Dell. He's not going to play this year. He's behind Deontay Johnson, who's probably going to get cut. Several guys past 250 are just names that people have either auto drafted or just clicking on just because.
Random.
They're not like situationally. There's literally zero reason he should be outside the top 300 because there is an opportunity for him to be the wide receiver 2 on his team this year. But that doesn't mean it'll happen, but all these guys that he's behind are like going to be wide receiver 5s on their team if they're even on their team or even playing. But I digress.
Well, that was fun. Sorry that we took so long to get it going. We are going to stop after 1 today because it is already almost 9:00.
Yeah.
So everybody's got to go to bed and Cam's hungry.
Yeah.
So we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Hopefully we can get these things, happen a little bit better. We're going to try to figure out the internet connection and maybe the computer and all the things, whatever it seems to be. So that's the plan and we'll get it going.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We're doing a lot of content in August. So just be staying tuned, be interactive. We're doing more polls and Discord starting to post some things. So a lot of stuff. We got less than a month till the season. Let's get rocking and rolling.
Yep. Bye, y'all.